This is Ronan, your friendly neighborhood community manager. We apologize that we did not capture the first few minutes of this chief chat. This chief chat was unplanned. Our staff jumped on to record as soon as we could. Thank you for your understanding.
Freely downloadable for everybody in the download section of the Ember website. And so now that that's actually done, I feel like it all starts with that. And then what we have to do is really pivot to Mecha and Kaiju, right? The other two pillars of Ember. One was great characters. The other one was, because I felt that characters were one of our weakest in Firefall. Is one thing I wanted to fix. So, but, well, yeah, this is an impromptu chief chat. It's not a formal one. I just want to chat because I just sent out a big email. The basics of the email is basically you've got 2 days left on the bull mount. If you guys remember that, it's for Chinese New Year. We did a tiger mount. Let me see if I can grab a pic real quick. Patience, everyone, as I dig through the Ember art archives. Let's see. Where is it? I know it's a weird time, isn't it? Okay, hopefully, is this one it? Yeah. Okay. So it's the last. It's the month of Chinese New Year's is ending. So this is the last time to grab the Tiger mount, and because of the Common America crossover sale, it's 20% off. That's the salesy part of the newsletter, especially for those who really like mounts. This is the last chance to grab it, so I wanted to send out a reminder of that. And let me get all that stuff out of the way, then we'll talk about this pivot that we're doing for Ember. So that's the Tiger mount. The other thing that people should know is people who have been having trouble claiming the Carly skin, the Carly Vander's Common America skin. Let's see. Let me pull that up. That should be fixed now. So if you claimed it when the email went out, that should be fixed now. If you claimed it before, during Chief Chat, or before the email went out, then we are still working on getting those skins manually distributed to the people who claimed it before we were quite ready. Where's my Common America stuff? I have a folder for this. All right, is this the one? This is Turnaround 800. Okay. Yeah, no folder jokes. Okay, so that skin you can claim at this URL if you are an Ember member. The URL is crossover.em8er.com, Ember to KA. Okay, or I should actually put the link there, shouldn't I? If you haven't done that yet, I think there are how many days left in the Common America Kickstarter? I think it's 17 days. Yeah, 17 days left, and of course, that's been going really well for them. I think they've got. You got a 404? Did I spell it right? Oh, let me edit that. There should be a K in there. There we go. That should work now. Yep, now the link works. And then, of course, we have the Deus Volt medium Omniframe skin. Talk about a pivot to mechs. I was going to say pivot and mech at the same time, and I came out with peck. That's my mind is way ahead of my mouth, and it's a problem. Yes, pecs. Yeah. Oh man, I know people are liking that mech a lot. Like I said, when it translates to 3D, it's going to be halfway between the medium omni frame now and this concept. This concept is making me rethink some of the proportions of the medium frame, which thankfully is still in concept. We're actually working on the light frame right now, as well as some kaiju goodness. So that's what I want to talk about. It's like, hey, there's some stuff for sale here. If you want to grab it, now's the time because stuff is ending. We got 2 days on the mount, and the sale for Valentina ends in 17 days. Oh, Valentina! I didn't talk about Valentina. Sorry, I gotta get all this stuff out of the way. Then we could talk. Then we could talk nuts and bolts. Got a business to run, right? So let's see. Valentina. Too many folders. They're organized too, I swear. Just takes me a while to get everything together. Okay. There we go. There's Valentina. 17 days left on Valentina, and that's just $1 right now. It's $1 in the on the monthly sub. And what did you miss, Shelly? We were just going over some last minute stuff. The bull tiger mount. There's only 2 days left on that. The claiming of the common America skin should be fixed, and the Deus Volt stuff is available for 17 days. The Valentina skin is only going to be available for another 17 days as well, and it's also $1. And everything's on sale. All packs are on sale. If you upgrade a pack or you buy a new pack, you should get the Deus Volt skin for free immediately in your inventory. I need to know if that's not happening. So if someone buys a pack today and you don't see Deus Volt deposited to your inventory, either a pack or upgrade. It's cheaper to upgrade if you're at a lower tier. It's cheaper to upgrade to get Deus Volt than it is to buy it in the general store. So if you do that and it doesn't appear in your inventory, please let me know right away. Send me a DM or send Ronan or Faye a DM right away because I need to track that down and make sure it's working. Yeah, I think the lowest price you can get an upgrade with the discounts right now is about, I want to say $14, $16. Thank you, Giga. All right. So, a common complaint about Ember for the past year is that we have been focusing too much on waifu and to a lesser extent on husbando. When I will admit we have been very, very character focused. Lyle, if you bought or a new pack prior to the email going out, we are still manually issuing those. Send me a DM so you're on my list and I can check back with you to make sure that you get it. So just pop me a DM right now. I won't reply, but I'll just keep it open. And then when I talk to Em about issuing the older skins, these skins to the people who purchased before, I know who to follow up on. Yeah, a common complaint, Shelly. Very funny. Yes. And you know, I wanted to say that, yeah, we've hyper focused on that, but we have been building stuff in the meantime. We did a lot of we reconcepted all the frames. We have done a lot of sculpting work on Kaiju, and we also worked on the Sihu. But now it's time to pivot the marketing. The marketing right now, I would agree with you, has been very focused on waifu, and I know some people are really, really unhappy with that. Not everybody. Most people love it, but some people are just like, and there's a whole group of people that are just like, well, that's nice and that's fine, but come on, let's get back to the spiritual successor of Firefall. Let's get back to mechs. Let's get back to kaiju. And this is the big pivot that's happening starting in 2 weeks. So there's no chief chat for this upcoming week. There is the next chief chat is March 10th, and that will be the beginning of you'll see everything start to shift. That will be the beginning of the marketing start to shift. And hopefully that brings in a whole nother crowd of people. I wanted to switch earlier, but we had the crossover event. And the crossover event, because it's Common America, is very waifu focused. So we have to let this complete. And in 17 days, it completes in 17 days. That's when we transition. Nobody will know. We're not close yet, and I know that you guys are expecting a roadmap that is coming, but we've had some things happen. we we had Ricardo moving countries, and then the Common America event actually took up more time than I expected, but that's closing out in 17 days, and we're going to switch. And Polaris, yes, part of that is not just the marketing shifting from waifus to kaiju and mecha and firefall, but also the build starting to shift into more playable functionality, right? Starting with the characters. People have been expecting home for a long time. I just want to get the characters working. Let's get the characters in the game running around, the male and female. That's my first goal. Baby steps. Let's get that in there, because the problem with marketing mecha games is that if you start doing just mecha without characters, you get a certain niche audience. You definitely get like the Armored Core fans, and stuff like that. But if you want more of the Titanfall audience, if you want more of the MMO audience, we've got to start with the characters. That's my current thinking. It's that people relate to seeing human beings, and then when you see that character climb into a mech, that's just like exponentially cool, right? So I've been telling my artists this theory. It's like, listen, once we have a waifu climbing inside of a mech, that's going to be an exponential combination. And I can tell you from the reaction of the Deus Volt art, where we have Common America inside the Deus Volt mech, people were excited. That was like a big hit, right? So that combination is key, but we got to have the characters. We can't right now. The demo is the medium Omniframe running around. You can barely see the character inside. You can't get out of the mech. Same thing with Titanfall. It's the relationship between Jack and BT. Really cool. The Thumper's supposed to have a personality. All of this stuff is what I want to start moving towards, starting on next Chief Chat, which is going to be March 10th. And the Kaiju, of course, to get the Kaiju fans in there. So this is just an impromptu Chief Chat where I want to talk about what to expect from us and how that's going to transition. Deus Volt will be on sale for 17 days. It is the length of the Kickstarter, the Common America Kickstarter. And I think they're going to do great. The way Kickstarters work is you raise a bunch of money in the beginning and you raise a bunch of money at the end, and they're coming into the last 17 days. The last week for them is the last week to 3 days should be really good. The thing is, when a Kickstarter campaign closes, that's when the next big spike is. And they're in Comic-Con right now, I guess, or some comic convention in Florida or something. And they've actually got like Vanilla Ice. They're meeting up with Vanilla Ice. So because I don't know if you remember, but they're doing a Orlando. Yeah. They did Vanilla Ice did a cover with them. So he's actually with Common America, and they're doing some sort of like USO style concert thing on the cover. That was pretty cool. I can't wait for the omnibus and the comics to arrive, and they ship right away. These guys, they've got it down, and they like to deliver the goods right after Kickstarter. So I can't wait for that. The other thing is the statue files will be ready, and I can't wait to print out a statue on this little 3D printer we got here during Christmas. It's a Creality resin printer. They're only about, I think, on sale $280 or something like that. Really good deal for a resin printer. And so of course I had Toshi optimize it for that printer. So for these tiny cheap resin printers, and that's actually the way that I would recommend going. If you go out to, what size printer does it need for these parts? Very small, Amran. Very small. If you look at Creality's site, and I think, if I can link it here. Let me see. I could tell you something better than very small. The other thing is, we're also going to release the Common America figure just by itself And all right, I'm going to post the link for the printer here. This is the printer that we kind of optimized it for. And we also double checked it so it prints on Shapeways. But if you go Shapeways, you don't want to spend the money to print the individual parts and assemble them, because this is a big statue. And it's going to cost you a lot from Shapeways. You'll want the single file Common America, and that you can print. We'll have a file available for that, and you can print that as well. And that will be reasonable through Shapeways, but it'll be smaller. Or you can go out and you can get this printer for $280, and you can subscribe to these Patreons that do epic minis for like Warhammer 40K and fantasy and all this stuff, or D&D, and you can just print figures all day long. These are great for 25 millimeter heroic scale figures. They do a really good job. Actually haven't plugged ours in yet. So I got, obviously I did a lot of PLA printing, which is what we did the Thumper bus with, but this is the first time I've ever done resin printing. And I'm actually repurposing you can cure resin faster with UV lights. Some people just leave it out in the sun. If you don't have UV lights, just put your print out in the sun. It'll harden under the natural UV lights of the sun. But I actually have UV lamps from when I made a UV decontamination kit when COVID first hit. And I still have those lamps. And so I think I'm going to put them into a box and make my own UV curing station, since obviously we don't decontaminate anymore. So, but yeah, the big thing is, for all of you who've been very patient with the waifu stuff, it is now time to shift. It is now time to shift to kaiju. It is now time to shift to the frames. You're going to see some real movement there. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that, and also let you guys know that it's the last 17 days for the dollar sale on Valentina. And it is only the last 2 days for the Tiger mount. And of course, we're the last 17 days for Deus Volt. So, anyway, I got to post Deus Volt. It's too epic not to post. I gotta tell you, it's a lot more relaxing talking during these impromptu chats than it is during the official chief chats. Okay, this is the email version. It's a little small. There's a bigger version. I'll post the wallpaper size. Here. Takes a little while to upload. Kaiju waifus. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling the pull. Kaiju husbandos. It's not a no. So there's a chance, you're saying. 99% no. 99% no. Yeah, the Deus Volt art is hard to read. Think of it more as an emotional attribution piece. Think of the medium frame being tweaked with the same livery, the color scheme, and some proportional changes. Like I said, it's not going to be exactly like the concept. I've tried to be clear about that. And it's even there in the store. If you look at it, there's a disclaimer. It says that we have to adapt this to 3D. It's not going to look exactly the same. No proportional changes. Dude, those arms would drag on the floor. Those arms would drag on the floor. All right. Okay, everybody. Again, this was a really short cheap chat. I just want to update you. Check your emails, because if you missed what I said in the beginning, everything I said in the beginning is in that email. It's really just a reminder about some skins going away and sales going away. So to let you guys know that that's happening. And this cheap chat was also to let you know about the pivot from waifu to mecha and kaiju. And as far as where you go to put the codes in, it should be if you already are an Ember member and you want to claim the Common America skin, you just go to crossover.em8er.com / what is it? Ember2KA. and you just log in. You click the button and you're done. And then check your inventory. Are you getting that error right now, Dark AIs? Anybody getting an error on that link? Let's try it right now. Who's got a problem while I'm here? Dark AI so far. Dark AI, check your inventory. Is the skin there? The Common America skin? Yeah, you might try logging out and logging back in, or just log out and then go to the link. Make sure you're logged out when you go to the link. It's a little janky. I apologize. This was a lot of code that came in kind of hot and heavy at the end, and I admit it. We could have done a better job of QAing that all. It's a little bit janky. Okay, so you were getting the error, but you logged in and it fixed. All right, so I want to know if that works for Dark AI. I'm going to hang out for Dark AI. Dark AI, let's see if that works for you. Make sure you're logged out on the main site and go back, hit the link, log in, and see if that works for you. I'll hang out till you try that. LKW, yeah, good idea. I wish we had thought of that earlier. It's too late now. Crossover event has been in progress for a while. We could have done that better. I agree. Sorry, my apologies for that. That's on us. There was some confusion, definitely. Blackjack says, question about the new crossover skin. As someone who has Arc Leech already and therefore nowhere to upgrade, I assume just check your inventory, Blackjack. Arc Leech gets it for free. The Deus Volt skin. If you want the Common America skin, that's free. Just log in. Just log in to the link that I posted. It's not for Omni Aces, nobody, but you can grab it from the general store, so you don't have to pay that huge jump in the upgrade fee. That's why we did we got the feedback from the community, and so we did that. I'm a pulp guy, Whisper. All right. My kids are not, though. I'll post the link again. Crossover.em8er.com. Ember2k. All right, did we lose Dark AI? Dark AI, where are you? Waiting to see if you get your skin. Maybe Dark AI bailed. Checking. Yeah, I don't see him in Cheap Chat anymore. Oh, there he is. Okay, you're here. Okay. All right. So, I want you, Dark AI. Here, instructions coming. Typing instructions. Here they come.
Hey, just want to chime in real quick. Folks, over on the left there, you see something called the Welcome Center, that section. At the bottom, there's a crossover skin info channel. It's a temporary channel that's going to be up during this crossover to kind of let everybody know what to do in one single place. So please click on it, check it out. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't have to be a backer for the KA skin, and you don't have to be a backer to download the Feli character demo. Also, we have There you go, Psycho Josh. Psycho Josh is making a kaiju waifu game. You can go over there and check it out. No, we're not doing an Arc Lead giveaway today. Kaifu. All right. So, any other questions? Well, I'm going to wait for Dark AI. So, any other questions while we're waiting for Dark AI to make sure we get Dark AI the skin? Yes, you can have a hug, Shelly. Big hug. Cybernetica, I don't know. Do you drink coffee? I cut out caffeine. I feel a lot better. Meowzor, if you are getting that error, log out from the main my.ember.site. Well, first make sure you don't already have the skin. And then log out and then go to the link I posted and try claiming the skin again. So now I gotta wait for Meowzor too. LKW, the only update I have is that is a manual process that we are doing right now. So DM me if you don't have the skin yet. Just send me a DM. I'm not going to respond. I'm just going to leave it open. And then when I get with Miss Amelia, our web programmer, I will follow up with each and every one of you that has an open DM with me that's having that issue. Naru, which one do you not have in your inventory? Common America? Ooh. And so can I ask, did you have an Ember account? Are you coming from the Common America side, or did you already have an Ember account and you're trying to claim it? You already had an Ember account. And when you go to that link, did you get an error? This link. crossover.em8er.com Ember 2K. If you already have an Ember account and you're logged out and you go to that link, are you getting an error? Ronan, can you please clip the chat and we can send the transcript to Miss Amelia?
All right.
So that she can see what people are struggling with, because we're trying to nail this down. Okay, so you guys are still getting errors. Good. All right. So it looks like we still have issues, and I need to have our web programmer track it down. So let's hear back from a couple others. I think we're waiting on Dark AI and we're waiting on Meowzor to see if you still have the error. If you do, please post it here. Okay. Meowzor's still getting the error. Okay. Waiting for Dark AI. I gotta check something real quick. Okay. All right. So everyone's still getting the error. That is both disheartening and encouraging. Disheartening because I thought we got it fixed, but heartening because I know you guys are still getting the error. Okay. So now that I know this error is still happening, I'm going to have Ronan just send this chat log with everyone that has the error. Can you also send Ronan your Ember IDs? For those of you who are getting the error on the code, please DM Ronan right now with your Ember ID or email. And then and then Ronan, if you could forward that to Em so she knows who was who, then she can track it down.
Gotcha. I hope everybody knows who I am. Let me make myself visible in case you don't.
Yeah, this did not go smoothly. I own this one. This is not good, but we will fix it. Don't worry. Rest assured, we will sort it all out and get everybody put together with the right skins and everything else. Okay, folks, that's it for me today. Thank you, Ronan, for that. Really, really appreciate it. Definitely want to nail this one. And I will see you guys March 10th. You might see me pop in for impromptu chief chats here and there. I try to spread those around, usually when I send out email, but also because I know people are in different time zones and it's the weekend, so people have more time. Enjoy your games, everyone, and we will see you soon. All right? Take care, everybody.